Ancient Egyptians believed in life after death. This belief was central to their culture and influenced many aspects of their daily lives and practices. Death was a journey, not the end. They saw it as a transition to another realm where the soul would continue to exist. Tombs were elaborate homes for the afterlife. They were meticulously designed to ensure the comfort and well-being of the deceased in their new existence. Pharaohs and elites prepared for their journey by building magnificent tombs filled with treasures. These treasures included items they believed would be useful in the afterlife, such as food, clothing, and even boats. These tombs were meant to be eternal resting places. They were constructed with great care and precision to withstand the test of time. They were designed to protect the deceased and their possessions for eternity. The tombs were often sealed with intricate hieroglyphics and protective symbols to ward off evil spirits and grave robbers. These tombs were not just burial places, they were powerful statements. They showcased the architectural prowess and artistic skills of the ancient Egyptians. They reflected the wealth and status of the deceased. The more elaborate the tomb, the higher the status of the individual buried within. They also served as a link between the living and the dead. Rituals and ceremonies were performed to honor the deceased and ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. Relatives would visit these tombs to pay their respects and make offerings. These offerings included food, drink, and other goods that were believed to sustain the deceased in the afterlife. This ensured that the deceased would be provided for in the afterlife. The inscriptions and offerings were a testament to the enduring bond between the living and the dead, and the hope for a reunion in the afterlife. The Egyptians believed in both physical and spiritual protection for their tombs. While they used physical barriers like walls and hidden entrances, their main focus was on spiritual safeguards. These included magical spells, amulets, and the placement of specific objects within the tomb. Ancient Egyptians believed in the power of magic. They used hieroglyphics, their written language, to inscribe spells on tomb walls. These spells were meant to ward off evil spirits and protect the deceased from harm. Amulets, small charms worn by the living and placed on the deceased, also provided magical protection. Movies often depict Egyptian tombs as being riddled with deadly traps. These traps range from venomous snakes to collapsing ceilings and spiked pits. However, there is no archaeological evidence to support these claims. While some tombs had false doors or hidden passages, these were meant to confuse grave robbers, not to kill them. The idea of elaborate death traps is largely a product of fiction. The Egyptians believed in preserving the body for the afterlife. Killing intruders would have been counterproductive to their beliefs. Their focus was on deterring robbers through spiritual means, not physical harm. The Curse of the Pharaohs is a popular legend associated with ancient Egyptian tombs. It suggests that anyone who disturbs the tomb of a pharaoh will suffer misfortune or even death. This myth gained traction after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb and the subsequent deaths of some members of the excavation team. However, these deaths can be attributed to natural causes. Mold and bacteria present in undisturbed tombs for centuries could have caused respiratory problems. The curse is more likely a combination of coincidence and the dangers of exploring ancient enclosed spaces. Section 5. Guardians of the afterlife, the role of gods and goddesses. The ancient Egyptians believed that their gods played an active role in protecting the dead. They saw their deities as powerful guardians who could influence the journey of the soul in the afterlife. Certain gods, like Anubis, the god of mummification, were central to these beliefs. Anubis was often depicted as a jackal or a man with a jackal's head, symbolizing his role in the embalming process and his protection over the deceased. And Osiris, the god of the underworld, who was believed to preside over the afterlife. Osiris was often shown as a mummified king, representing resurrection and eternal life. These gods were specifically associated with the afterlife. Their presence in tombs was meant to ensure a safe passage for the soul and to provide comfort to the living, knowing their loved ones were protected. Their images and statues were placed in tombs to provide divine protection. These representations were not merely decorative, they were believed to hold real power and influence. Tombs were often designed with features that symbolized protection. The architecture itself was imbued with spiritual significance, from the layout to the materials used. For instance, the use of pyramids symbolized the rays of the sun, which were seen as a powerful force that could ward off evil. The pyramid's shape was thought to channel the sun's energy, providing a protective barrier. The sunlight reflecting on the pyramids was a visual representation of this protective power. It was believed that the sun's rays could purify and protect the tombs from malevolent forces. The presence of these divine symbols and statues served as a strong deterrent to grave robbers. The ancient Egyptians believed that the gods would punish those who desecrated the tombs, ensuring that the resting places of the dead remained undisturbed. Section 6. The power of words, curse texts and their intended impact. While physical traps were rare, the Egyptians did employ psychological warfare. They inscribed curse texts on tomb walls, threatening those who dared to disturb the peace of the deceased. These curses invoked the wrath of the gods and promised a terrible fate for grave robbers. These curse texts were meant to instill fear and deter potential robbers. The Egyptians believed in the power of words to affect the physical world. By invoking the names of their gods and detailing gruesome punishments, they hoped to protect their tombs from desecration. Section 7 are lost in translation, Hollywood's exaggerated depictions. Hollywood has played a significant role in perpetuating the myth of deadly traps in Egyptian tombs. Movies like The Mummy and Raiders of the Lost Ark feature elaborate and deadly traps that are purely fictional. These films prioritize entertainment over historical accuracy. While exciting to watch, these depictions are misleading. They create a false impression of ancient Egyptian burial practices. The reality is far more nuanced and interesting. The Egyptians relied on spiritual safeguards and the power of their beliefs to protect their dead. Section 8. Respecting the dead, the ethics of tomb exploration then and now. The exploration of ancient tombs raises ethical considerations. In the past, tombs were often looted for their treasures, with little regard for their historical and cultural significance. Today, archaeologists are more sensitive to these issues, prioritizing preservation and respectful study. The focus has shifted from treasure hunting to understanding ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices. Modern archaeologists work to document and preserve these tombs, ensuring that future generations can learn from these incredible remnants of the past. Section 9. The enduring allure. Why we remain fascinated by ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt continues to fascinate people around the world. The mystery surrounding their beliefs, rituals, and the sheer scale of their monuments sparks our imagination. Tombs, in particular, hold a special allure, offering a glimpse into their beliefs about the afterlife. The combination of intricate artwork, mysterious hieroglyphics, and the possibility of uncovering hidden treasures continues to fuel our fascination. While the reality of Egyptian tombs may be different from Hollywood's portrayals, it is no less captivating. Section 10. Conclusion. The true guardians of Egypt's past. Ancient Egyptian tombs were not fortresses bristling with deadly traps. Instead, they were sanctuaries of immense spiritual significance, meticulously crafted to honor the deceased and guide them safely into the afterlife. These tombs were architectural masterpieces reflecting the Egyptians' deep reverence for life beyond death. They were, however, carefully designed and spiritually fortified spaces meant to ensure a safe passage into the afterlife. Every wall, every artifact, and every inscription was imbued with meaning, serving as a testament to the Egyptians' unwavering belief in the afterlife. The intricate hieroglyphics and detailed carvings were not mere decorations, but powerful symbols of protection and guidance. The true guardians of these tombs were not physical traps, but the Egyptians' profound beliefs, the power of their gods, and the weight of their curses. These spiritual safeguards were believed to be far more effective than any physical barrier. The gods themselves were invoked to protect the tombs, and curses were inscribed to deter any who might disturb the sacred resting places. Their legacy lives on, not in the fictional traps that capture our imaginations, but in the enduring power of their beliefs and the architectural marvels they left behind. The pyramids, temples, and tombs stand as a testament to their ingenuity and spiritual depth. These structures continue to awe and inspire, drawing countless scholars and enthusiasts eager to uncover their secrets. By understanding their true methods of protection, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich and complex civilization that was ancient Egypt. The study of these tombs offers invaluable insights into their culture, beliefs, and way of life. As we delve deeper into their history, we uncover the profound wisdom and artistry that defined this remarkable civilization. The true guardians of Egypt's past were not just the gods and curses, but the enduring spirit of a people who believed in the eternal journey of the soul.